Welcome back to Injustice. We're still doing things.
That's an odd time to get the halfway there achievement. You would think you get that after Superman was released.
Yeah, now you just get it here.
This is the first of a running theme where all of the where it seems like several people that were on the regime side are really interested in killing Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
And I can sort of understand what they were going for with that plot point, because it's like Harley Quinn redeemed herself and is pretty consistently working for the good guys now. And that sort of disproves everything the regime stood for, you know? So they have to be in some pretty hard denial about that if they're going to keep going with the ideas that they had.
Nobody questioned Victor Stone.
Is she having a seizure?
Well, Poison Ivy did something.
This is a more human-looking Poison Ivy than I remember from the Arkham games, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, I never liked her when she was like overly green-skinned and stuff.
And she was basically...
Well, I think Arkham Knight did a better job on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the most part.
How fun is Catwoman to play?
More or less the same as she did last game. She's one of the quick, more multiple hit kind of characters.
One of the agile DPS kind of characters rather than a hard hitter. And you know, that Catwoman was pretty fun. Not my favorite character from the first game, but you know, I could play as her well enough. It's just that I don't have that much of a connection with Catwoman as a character. I only really know her from the animated series and from Gotham City Sirens. So.
What about the what was it? The Halle Berry movie? Huh?
That's Catwoman in name only.
Criminally underrated masterpiece.
Don't listen to him. He lies.
I think, and besides that, I think you more mean Michelle Pfeiffer.
Now, Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman is bizarre.
It's still better than Halle Berry in the movie.
Yeah. They really took the Catwoman part of Catwoman a little too seriously in that movie.
Yeah, she has literal... She's basically Cat Spider-Man in the Halle Berry movie. Bit by a radioactive cat.
Yeah, essentially. I mean, in the comics,
Dexter.
In the comics, she uses cats as her theme the same way Batman uses bats as his theme.
Yeah, but it was not like Batman was bitten by a radioactive bat.
Yeah. It's like
He
neither of them has any particular powers.
Maybe it's some Elseworld tale.
Yeah, neither of them has any particular powers relating to their chosen animal. It's just a theme that their costume runs with.
And it's more Catwoman just going with the cat burglar.
I like this. Cyborg has a defibrillator built in.
Of course he does.
It makes sense, honestly. Like, that's not the stupidest thing. Like, if I were Cyborg, I'd install fucking everything into my suit.
Yeah,
he does have everything in his suit.
Wasn't he turned into a cyborg under rather abrupt circumstances?
Yeah, but they can add more shit later.
Yeah, he can upgrade himself.
I suppose.
Oh, and you're fine. You can just get up after having your heart stopped.
I do like that Cyborg sort of seems to have warmed up a little.
Seriously? They're already dead.
Why you gotta say that?
Brainiac collects the best and discards the rest. Black Canary and Arrow, definitely not the best.
I would come up with a quip for that, but nothing off the top of my head.
You just bitter because Poison Ivy questioned your dick.
Or lack thereof.
I do like that moment where Harley Quinn just sort of stops and looks really, really dejected.
Well, how do you respond to that kind of thing? It's like a douchey thing to say, but now's not the time.
I like it more from Harley's point of view, because she is, like, no matter what she's being at a given time, she's a very emotional character. So when things hit her, they hit her hard.
Oh, Diagon Alley! What?
I thought the same thing.
Wait here. Make sure no one follows us.
Oh, and this is your excuse to stand here and not be involved in the story for a while. We are going to see more of Harley, though.
Well, of course we are. She's super popular.
When we were at MomoCon, there were like 50 million Harley Quinn cosplayers, all specifically the Suicide Squad version 2, which I don't know why.
Well, because that probably had...
it's easier. I know why it's easier. That's exactly
Well, it's easier, and it also probably has the most official cosplay parts available you can just buy versus having to make it.
Yeah. But still,
And like for animated series Harley Quinn, you'd have to make the costume. It would have to be
Make
fitted
the-
to you, which is
yeah,
the
make-
hardest part.
And make the headpiece work.
yeah, but there's
Oh man, these two do not belong side by side.
the Bing and
It's like it's totally never talk to me or my son again.
Oh, jeez.
And Deadshot in this game looks almost exactly like a Jason and Jason X. I mean, he totally does.
Never down with Superman recruiting criminals to the regime. That was his call.
We are both considered criminals now. So ask yourself, what is the difference between...
well, I'm a
I'm
robot,
not
and you drink way too much Mountain Dew, so
I'm not wearing hockey pads.
Well, Bane knows what's up.
Yeah, Bane is incredibly smart, but no one likes to put that part of it out there.
Yeah, that's because half of the people who know about Bane know him from the fucking Batman and Robin movie, where he was basically a mindless meathead.
And the rest, they just know him from breaking a back.
Yeah, but the thing about the breaking in the back things, that was the end game of a really long drawn out plan in which Bane manipulated Batman into wearing himself out.
Yeah, so he would put up the least amount of resistance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're saying that Bane could beat anybody as long as he had enough prep time? Oh, okay, I see how.
Well,
it is.
yeah, Bane is a pretty damn good strategist.
Yeah. He's really smart.
I'm sorry. I'm just making fun of the whole Batman can do it.
Yes, we know.
Yes.
Yeah, no, but it's like, it's funny when you think about it. It's like, you'd say that jokingly, but yeah, give it enough time, I'm pretty sure he could.
So do you think that's original or Baja Blast in there?
Well,
Monster Energy.
Hi, Apocalypse.
Wait, so he just opens a portal to Apocalypse?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a boom tube.
just to beat someone up.
Yep.
I mean, if you really wanted to kill someone, the real answer would be to knock him into Apocalypse and close the boom tube behind him.
No,
It's a
they're
little
not
awkward how
allowed
you
to
finish
kill
that
people,
match.
Lewis.
It's a little awkward how
Well,
you finish that
no,
match looking
you wouldn't be
left
killing him.
and Cyborg's
You'd be
looking
letting
right.
Darkseid do it.
The gun doesn't kill him, the bullet does.
Guns don't kill people. People kill people.
With the gun.
Yes.
Oh, this. This is one of the dumbest things that happens in this story.
Wait, does Brainiac hack Cyborg?
No, he sort of creates a cyborg doppelganger that represents Victor Stone with all of his humanity removed.
It's more or less his Earth 3 counterpart.
Oh, wait,
Eh.
does Brainiac literally Control-C, Control-V Cyborg?
Yeah, basically.
Ugh. One of the reasons that I hate this particular kind of thing is that it's like Brainiac has magic powers that he can use out of any computer he happens to have accessed or something, which is dumb. That's not how computers work, and Brainiac is a computer. It's like no matter how magical his technology is when you're up close and personal with his technology, he shouldn't be able to use it through other technology. Like displaying an image on someone else's screen, that's fine. Images displaying is what screens are for. But, you know, computer monitors don't shoot magic beams that duplicate people.
Unless they're Batman's computer monitors.
I like
like-
how you just said no fuck you to the mirror match and decided to play as Catwoman here.
Yeah.
I also like how he doesn't bleed normal blood, he bleeds Mountain Dew blood.
Well, that was a Mortal Kombat thing back in the old days, I
Yeah,
think.
so he's part reptile.
Like one of the things that they did to censor games was change the color of blood when there was blood.
Wasn't
Yeah.
there a cheat code to get the blood back into one of the Mortal
For
Kombat
the Genesis
ports?
version.
Yeah, the Genesis version of the game.
Okay.
Yeah, it was the
Barracuda.
It was the Nintendo version of the game that was censored completely though. Because well,
Is that the
Nintendo-
reason why people say the Genesis port is better?
Yeah.
More or less, yeah.
Well, I mean, in the Genesis version, you're still putting up with that wonderful Genesis sound card.
Well, no matter. Well, actually, I like the Mortal Kombat Genesis soundtrack over the Super Nintendo one. Twang or otherwise.
The twang is what makes it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
This is another fight that I don't think Catwoman has any business winning, for the record. But whatever.
Yeah.
Now, is Grid a comic book character? Or
Yeah,
is
it is. It is the. Sorry, I got distracted by Grid's pose there while he was frozen. Grid is the crime syndicate version of Cyborg.
Okay.
It's basically just 100% robot cyborg.
Like for some
Yeah.
reason, I thought like copying Cyborg, they would just make him like the Cyborg Superman. For some reason, that's immediately who I thought of.
No, Grid is Earth 3 Cyborg.
Yeah. Okay.
Man.
So going to backup power, like, turns off the Wi-Fi and Brainiac can't get in anymore?
Basically, yeah.
I keep forgetting that the Cyborg Superman exists. Even though I know he exists because he was in the story that changed Superman Red Blue back into regular Superman.
Well, he's in the comics right now, so.
Well, yeah, but which Cyborg Superman though? Because I know there was another Cyborg Superman in the New 52 that was just sort of lame.
Gotcha.
Now, Brother Eye was a satellite system made by Batman
Yeah,
to keep an eye on the Justice League, right?
on everything on Earth, basically.
On everything on Earth. Yeah.
I like
Because,
how
you know, super paranoid.
it calls it Brother Eye, like, you know, Big Brother is watching you. But you know, they bring in that, and they don't even do anything with it.
Wasn't it the basis though for like a story arc in the comics where it went rogue?
I think so. I can't remember which
Yeah.
one, though.
Brother Eye, bring Geosync comms.
I do like that the moment they turn it back on, it tries to kill Cyborg, though.
Well, yeah, so.
Bruce, the comms are yours.
Alrighty then.
Brother Eye, broadcast on the old Justice League band.
Broadcasting.
All heroes, come out of retirement. We need you. Well, we're just going to use the team we have? Okay, then.
Evacuate civilians before we engage Brainiac.
Well, geez, I hope they all had their radios on to that band.
Yeah. Otherwise, it just fell on deaf ears.
I also love how they can get an entire city out evacuated in an hour. Because that's
All right,
a thing
You see,
that
they
can
too
happen.
have played Sonic Adventure.
Now, this Wonder Woman Supergirl pairing is one that I particularly appreciate because in the comics, before the New 52 specifically, Supergirl was trained by Diana. Well, good Diana.
Yeah, not this worst Wonder Woman ever, Diana.
Yeah, Wonder Woman, they tried to do some stuff with her, it didn't quite work.
It
Yes.
more like didn't quite work. More like it didn't work at all.
It's also kind of disappointing too, especially since I haven't seen it myself yet, but the new Wonder Woman movie is apparently like actually good.
Yeah,
So-
it is actually really good.
So
You know,
like
they
it's just
seem
like,
to be-
oh, we thought we had good Wonder Woman. Nope.
They seem to be marketing it in like the most opposite way possible from the other Schneider films too, because like
Well, it's not a Snyder movie, is the thing.
yeah, but like the promotional art really emphasizes the color of Wonder Woman's costume. Do you remember the Batman v Superman promotional art and how they photoshopped color into it because
Yeah.
fans were upset about how black and white it was, so they photoshopped color into everything.
Yeah.
Why are they so afraid of us?
Ooh,
Ow.
that looked like it hurt. Oh, well, yeah, it was a
She
bazooka.
just got a gun.
Why do they have the subspace emissary gun?
Oh,
And I love that Brainiac's right fucking outside. His little Doombot things are walking around, and this guy's just fucking chilling here.
Hey, he didn't. He's got like a bar in here. There's alcohol.
you know what's great about this part of the story, particularly from Supergirl's point of view, is that, you know, this is the point where you realize Wonder Woman is so far gone that she doesn't want to protect civilians, but it's Supergirl who convinces her to, you know, come down here
Yeah.
and try.
Yeah, the guy realized he was Barcape with shotgun and not Farmer with shotgun.
What in the devil?
Reverse Flash.
Why are you here?
Because bad guys. What is it with ice villains have to make puns for everything?
Dude, it's like fucking law.
Dude, even the animated series, Mr. Freeze gets in on it because when in Batman
Yeah.
Beyond, when he comes out in his suit, he says he kept it in cold storage.
Actually, like one of the first lines in the Heart of Ice is "Freeze." That's
Who's
Mr.
Freeze?
Freeze to you.
Who's Golden Glider?
Leonard Snart's sister.
Well,
Anyway,
I know
this
that,
would-
but is she a super villain too? Or
Yeah, she's part of the Rogues.
Anyway, this would be a good time to mention that Wonder Woman's gameplay style is completely different from the previous game.
Yeah, and I love how one of the interactors for the stage is throwing one of the bar patrons at your enemy.
Anyway, Wonder Woman in Injustice 1 had this style where she would switch between sword and shield mode and lasso flying mode. Now she just sort of combines all of those characteristics into one unified gameplay
Yeah,
style.
and her power is to get one of a random series of buffs.
Randomness in a fighting game. The competitive players must love that.
Well, I'm not entirely sure if it like cycles through a set pattern or something. I haven't played as Wonder Woman enough.
I like how she has this move where when she's ducking down, she just sort of bashes your knee with the hilt of her sword. But it's like totally out of character for this Wonder Woman to do that.
He became
why-
Spiked Wall Man.
Why isn't she just stabbing him?
Okay, you know, Wonder Woman, I know that the movie being World War One, there's already similarities to Cap in World War Two, but you don't need to literally throw the shield exactly like he does. Like, come on. Now you're just being obvious.
Actually, didn't she have a shield throw in the previous game too?
Yeah. Ow.
Ooh,
You're dead.
fatality. I do like her costume. It's a lot better than the one that she had previously.
That took you an awfully long time to thaw out of there.
Eobard Thawne, right? Barry said you're some kind of time traveler.
Yeah, and let me tell you about the future. You think you're immortal, but in my time, Diana, you're quite dead.
Bar patron bothered to get all the way back up, and we just throw him again. That guy is having quite a day.
I like how this. I like the discrepancy between the cutscene and the battle arena that you play in. There was like one guy with a shotgun, and he was really cautious. But once the fight starts, there's like 4 guys in here, and the bartender is just sort of like, they're fighting in the background again.
I think I'll have one of everything.
So what you gonna do, barkeep? Rub the same spot over and over while I talk your ear off?
So when he does that little, like, shake thing and the screen turns yellow, are your actions slowed down?
Yes.
I am the fastest man alive.
Are you?
But I always have time for Mountain Dew Code Red.
No, code
No,
yellow.
Code Yellow.
Camera.
I hate Code Red.
So just the color red just sets them off entirely.
Yeah.
For some reason, the yellow on Reverse Flash looks really... I don't know, it just looks weird to me. Like, the Flash's outfit with the red looks fine, but the yellow, the bright banana yellow, I don't know, it's not doing anything for me.
Nah, my favorite is always
Man,
Curious Grodd and the man in the yellow suit.
You know, have you ever seen Daredevil's old costume? It's basically the same thing.
Oh no, the yellow Daredevil I've never understood.
Well, it was a really campy time for comics when he was first introduced. It wasn't until, the Frank Miller origin story that things got dark?
I mean, Daredevil's always been a little bit darker than other Marvel characters, but Frank Miller's when
Stiltman.
it... Yeah, but
He had a villain called Stiltman.
darker
Hey,
by
Batman.
comparison. Let's put it that
Hey,
way.
hey, to be fair, Batman has a villain called Kite Man. And Condiment King.
You made some of those up.
No, they're all real.
No, he didn't.
It's worth the Google.